Hello students, I am Dr. Tanmoy Vishwas. I welcome you all in my channel Chemistry, the Mystery of Molecules. So today we will discuss a lecture about preparation of mesitoic acid. A simple question appears that why this mesitoic acid is important. Okay, so because mesitoic acid contains a lot of interesting properties, and that property is sometimes advantageous, sometimes disadvantageous. So a lot of chemistry to be learned in this video. And another thing, the speciality of this lecture is that general common method for preparation of carboxylic acid is not always applicable for mesitoic acid. Question why? So a lot of chemistry to be learned in this video. Please watch until the end. So let's go. See, when I am saying this mesitoic acid, what do I mean? Means this contain a nucleus. This is mesitylene. Okay, and actually the unique property of mesitoic acid appears because of these two orthomethyl groups. Okay, that's why this so. But in this case, third group, this is actually a dummy group. So why this is used? Actually, this thing could be obtained very easily from a symmetrical synthon, better to say, that is, this is mesitylene. Okay, so this is mesitylene, and we know that mesitylene could easily be prepared from trimerization reaction of acetone in presence of acid. Okay, so this is actually a trimer formation, trimerization. So I have already uploaded a dedicated video on trimerization reaction. Please visit if you want to learn more. Okay, so before going to details, let's learn what are the general methods to prepare carboxylic acid. And for that, actually 4 methods are useful generally. I am saying generally for carboxylic acid preparation. Okay, so we will discuss these 4 methods. Among 4 methods, which is useful to prepare, which is in, what do I mean, means which method is applicable for this case, which is not, and why, a complete description. Okay, and by the way, I want to mention that I have discussed these 4 methods in details previously in a lecture about preparation of carboxylic acid. So if you want to learn them in details, please visit that video. Here I shall give a very brief description about the process and why this is applicable to prepare mesitoic acid and why not. So that is the main focus of today's discussion. See, first one is side chain oxidation. Actually, better to say not carboxylic acid, aromatic carboxylic acid. Okay, so point number 1, side chain oxidation. What do I mean? Means that if you take toluene and oxidize using reagent like KMnO4, you can get benzoic acid. There are other side chain oxidation also, because for example you may think that benzyl alcohol to benzoic acid, but question is we need to focus on a method which is relevant for its large scale synthesis, because toluene could be distilled out large scale from natural sources. So that is the thing, but whereas benzyl alcohol is not could not be produced that extent naturally. That's why we are focusing on toluene oxidation, not benzyl alcohol oxidation. So second is nitrogen diazotization, Sandmeyer reaction. Third is haloform reaction. Fourth is Grignard reaction. So let's go to one by one. See, what is the problem? Side chain oxidation of this means, for example, you may consider that R equal to any alkyl group. Any alkyl group. So you are oxidizing this using KMnO4 as a oxidant. Okay, we know it's a very strong oxidant. Now, so how can I assure that only this alkyl group will be oxidized? Only this will be oxidized, not this. So there is a question of selectivity. Okay, so there is a question of selectivity. So that's why we cannot predict that okay, this will be oxidized. So this is not a good method, and the problem associated with this method is the selectivity. Okay, so let's go to the second method. Second method is nitration diazotization, a long step. See, this is a nitration mix acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid. So in this case, you can see this mesitylene, and by the way, one important information I should tell you, that see mesitylene, if you look at this molecule, this is actually a symmetrical molecule. Okay, so all the position, means this position, or this position, all are equivalent. Point number 1. So equivalent. Point number 2, it is electron rich. because of the plus I effect of methyl group. Okay, so and see, every position is ortho or para with respect to another group. So a particular position, for example this one, is activated by this three group, this and this, ortho with respect to this, ortho with respect to this, and para with respect to this. Okay, so that is the interesting point. So easy to nitration. Second, nitration, polynitration could be happen, but introduction of nitro group reduces the electron density in this benzene nucleus through its minus I as well as minus R effect. So consequently, under choosing proper condition, or rather better to say milder condition, nitration could be stopped here at mononitration stage. Point number 1. Second is reduction of nitro group to amino. For that, essential to consider HCl, and what happens? This teen is actually 2 plus oxidation state. Okay, so plus 2 oxidation state, and it is converted into teen 4 plus, and it resulted 2 electron, and that is responsible for the reduction of this nitro group into the amino group under acidic condition. Okay. So now, what is the next? Next is this sodium nitrite dilute HCl and 0 to 5 degrees centigrade. This is a diazotization reaction. And in this case, what happened? In this case, it produces HNO2, and which it produces HNO2, which subsequently converted into NO plus, and that is the electrophile, and ultimately following steps it produces this diazonium salt. Okay, so this is actually a diazonium salt, benzene diazonium salt, mesitylene diazonium salt, better to say diazonium chloride, since we have used HCl. Now next step is this diazonium salt could be converted into cyanide by simple Sandmeyer reaction, means that is in presence of copper cyanide. Okay, so this could be done. Interestingly, and another thing, after that we know that hydrolysis of cyano results in carboxylic acid. So here if you do the hydrolysis, what happens? Either acidic or basic, both cases water act as a nucleophile. So water or hydroxide group act as a nucleophile, means aqua based system, oxygen nucleophile. So question, see here little carefully. In this case you can see this is amide formation. Okay, so this is a amide. Now reaction stops here. So reaction stops here. Why? Means the amide cannot be further hydrolyzed to corresponding carboxylic acid. This is not possible. Okay, why? Because mesitoic acid system doesn't allow sp2 to sp3 transformation. I shall discuss this point after some time in details. So reaction will stop here. Remember that MCQ could be constructed from this is under hydrolysis, for example acid base heat, what is the product? So 4 option could be given, but you have to understand that for mesitoic acid it will stop here. Details description after some time. Now the third option, that is a haloform reaction. So for the haloform reaction we need a ketomethyl group. Okay, so how that ketomethyl group could be prepared? By Friedel-Crafts acylation, means you may consider that acetic anhydride or acetyl chloride. Okay, so acetyl chloride means this one. So these are the actually reagent for the supply of this acetyl group. Now another thing, we need aluminium 3 plus as a Lewis acid for this purpose. Details discussion, I have already uploaded lectures about aromatic electrolytic substitution. Please visit for details. Fine, so it will result in this ketomethyl. So this part is keto, so this is actually a ketomethyl group. Now in presence of sodium hydroxide and bromine, it undergo bromination, and we know that bromination of ketone under alkaline condition results in tribromination or maximum bromination. So here reaction proceeds to up to tribromination state. Okay, fine, that's very good. Now question, what in case of haloform reaction? We know that alkali attacks the carbonyl because first of all, this CVR3 is highly electron deficient, and second, this carbonyl oxygen is also withdrawing. So this carbonyl carbon is very electron deficient. So alkali attacks and reaction occurs, but that is not possible here because this is a sp2 center, this, and after alkali attack it results in sp3 intermediate, and after that it will result in sp2, means this one. And as I told that for mesitoic acid system, this sp2 to sp3 to sp is not possible. I will discuss details. So this So that's why reaction will stop here. Means reaction you can arrest that tri-bromo intermediate because of steric protection due to the presence of this 2-methyl group. Okay. So this is also a not possible method. Now question, these 3 methods like side chain oxidation, point number 2 is this nitration reduction diazotization Sandman reaction, and last is haloform reaction, field kept acylation followed by haloform reaction cannot produce mesitoic acid from mesitylene. Now question, what is the problem? Where is the problem? The main problem is this carbon, which is actually a electrophilic one. Okay, so this is actually a electrophilic E plus, is not capable for the nucleophilic attack. Okay, why? Because see, because of the resonance, means let me draw it here. See, because of this 3-methyl group which results in steric effect, what it does, so because of this carbonyl group cannot remain in plane with this benzoate, so out of plane arrangement. Okay, so out of plane, and we know that phenyl group has 2 effects, one is plus R effect, another is minus I effect. Okay, so this means in this case both effect possible. One is minus I because of this sp2 carbon, another thing plus R is because of the pi cloud. Okay, in this case plus are not possible because this out of plane arrangement, but minus I possible, and okay, leave that minus I, means out of plane arrangement, so plus are not possible. So how this thing looks like, so this is, you may consider the carbonyl group, means it is out of plane, one is below, one is above. Let's consider that the carbonyl oxygen is below the plane and that other group is above. Now how nucleophilic attack can happen? Nucleophilic attack can happen around 107 degree with respect to the plane of carbonyl group. Okay, 107 degree to the plane of carbonyl group. Remember this statement. Okay, so plane, this plane, so this is above and below. Now if any nucleophile want to attack, the nucleophile need to attack from either this side or this side, and where these 2 methyl groups are present, which will result its steric hindrance. So because of this steric hindrance, nucleophile cannot attack this. So 2 points. First of all, because of the steric hindrance of this 2 methyl group, the carbonyl group goes out of plane, point number 1, and point number 2 is the steric hindrance stops the nucleophile to attack this carbonyl group. So that is the thing, means better to say, if we discuss the intermediate, what is the expected intermediate possible in this case? Means this is the O minus, for example, it's an alkaline attack. So this is a OH, this is a R. Okay, so this is actually a sp3 carbon center. Okay, and this is sp2 carbon center, and this is also sp2 carbon center. As I told, in case of mesitylene system, means mesitoic acid system, this sp2 to sp3, then sp2, not possible. So what is the solution? How this acid could be prepared? Just think that we cannot go for sp2 to sp3 to sp2. This is not possible, banned in case of mesitylene system, but we can think that this sp2 to sp2 we can do. That is possible. Means, so here it is not possible, but in this case, this is actually a sp2, you may consider. What another sp of version could be prepared? What do I mean? One of the option is this acylium cation derivative. So in this case, carbon is sp. Don't get confused, because this has a canonical form. I am just focusing on the target area, means this lone pair can push here and it results in, so this is the air, this is a triple bond where the formal charge resides on carbonyl oxygen. Okay, so that is the way that is the mnemonic device, I believe, which will help you to remember that this carbon is sp, because we have already know acetylene is a sp hybridized carbon, similar like triple bond. Okay, fine. So now after this, and at this situation, if any water molecule type, means any nucleophile wants to attack, then it can attack. So in this way, we can prepare this mesitoic acid derivative. Okay, this means one is C double bond, another is nucleophile. So in this way, and if the nucleophile is actually water or hydroxyl minus, then the product is OH, means acid. Okay, so this is OH, means it is actually acid. So in this way could be done, and that is possible by the fourth method, that is Grignard reaction. Okay, so so what do I mean? That if you take a Grignard, means MgX, this methyl, 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 and if you react with carbon dioxide, then reaction occurs, and in this case what is produced? In this case the intermediate which produced for this reaction is, so this is actually a carbon ion, so it attacks carbonyl group and it opens up. So what it resulted? One is double bond, one is O minus. Okay, and this is MgX. Now see, previously it was, so no hybridization, right now it is actually a sp2, and after workup it will result in this. But interesting point, as I told the story of sp carbon, see this carbon is actually a sp carbon. So that is the chemistry. Now let's discuss little more details about this reaction. So how this happens? For do I mean that this is a mesitylene, okay, this is a 3-methyl group, and as I told just some time before that, this is a electron rich. Why? Because there are 3-methyl group, so which increases the electron density of this nucleus. Consequently, aromatic electrophilic substitution can happen very easily. Okay, so in this case no Lewis, additional Lewis acid like iron, those things are not needed. What happened in this case? In this case we know the bromine molecule can polarize themselves in this way. What do I mean? This is one is bromine minus, one is bromine plus, and that bromine plus act as the electrophile for this reaction. So here this new aromatic electrophilic substitution happens, aromatic electrophilic substitution occurs, and ultimately what it result, I am not going to details because I have already discussed this thing previously. So what it result, this 1-methyl, 1-methyl and 1-methyl, and here bromine is added. Fine. So this is the bromo substitution. Now Grignard, how this could be? Because it's an aromatic CBr bond, so easily it could be broken, like metallic magnesium in ether or THF, whatever. In case of bromo, both possible, and that should be anhydrous. So ultimately it will result in this Grignard reagent, MgX. By the way, just consider this is actually the electron pair is in this orbital, means Grignard is sufficiently polar, so this is actually a sp2 hybridized orbital, and this is in plane. So after that it attacks the carbonyl group, and you may consider that, sir, it's a bulky system because there are 2 methyl group which can increase the bulkness, but see they are sufficiently separate enough, so one is separated enough, and the second point is the electrophile is smaller, because carbon dioxide is a very small molecule, that's why it can attack, and ultimately in this way it results in the corresponding target carboxylic acid. So means first of all this, and second is H3O plus, means workup. So what we have learned from this discussion, that generally we need to learn every method for a reaction, because because of that we can particularly solve a particular problem. Okay, so now this is the end of this discussion. So what you have learned today? We have learned today first about the preparation of mesitoic acid, not possible by 3 methods: side chain oxidation, this nitration reduction, diazotization, Sandmeyer reaction, and third one haloform reaction. Why they are not possible? Because of the unique bulkness. Okay, better to say the unique bulkness because of this 2 side methyl group. Better to say this orthomethyl group. Okay, so this 2 orthomethyl group is responsible for this unique behavior which results in out of plane arrangement and ultimately consequence a unique behavior of this. And another thing, because of this unique protection, we can stop reaction like this amide, which is not generally possible, or haloform reaction, that is CBr3, because we know that reaction cannot be stopped in case of haloform reaction at this CBr3 stage. Ultimately it's end up at haloform. So interesting property we have learned in this case. So if this video is useful for you, please share this video among your friends so that they can also enjoy the benefit. And most importantly, stay happy, stay blessed. See you in my next video. Thank you.